a new web novel that you could potentially read, but you need a dumb YouTuber's opinion to convince you, then you're in the right place. The Red Chaos One channel, the home of web novels on YouTube. Now, please remember to leave a like, smash that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon if you want to be notified for more web novel content. Now, here's the part where I beg. My 2021 dream, like I have continuously mentioned, is to reach 100 subscribers, and I'd very much like to reach it. But I know just asking for subscribers without doing something on my end would be disingenuous and scummy. So, if you see my previous video about the Webtoon Wattpad merger, you know that BTS is going to have 3 web novels and 3 web comics being made for them in January. And if I reach the 100 subscribers, I promise that all of January I am going to review these 3 web comics and 3 web novels. Anyway, if you've also been on my channel for a while, you also know that I am a web novelist. And the link to my book, Phantom Drig, which is an action high fantasy story with sci-fi elements, can be found in the description below. Also, I have a Discord in which we can talk about general webcomic, web novel content, my book, this channel, and even your books, and the link to it can also be found in the description below. So, rather than swimming in our usual waters of webnovel.com, we are turning over to RoyalRoad for our story about blood-sucking undead. Our story, Blood Suckers, is an ongoing fantasy story with currently 6 chapters and with a very good update cycle. So you don't have to worry about the story remaining at 6 chapters for entire months. And as is our routine, we must look at the story synopsis. Hiro is a vampire from another world. After dying by his own hands and getting reincarnated in Japan, he realizes he has a lot to learn about what it really means to be human. Blood is for suckers. So, I'm a bit torn on this synopsis. On one hand, it's decent and is descriptive enough that it gets its point across. On the other hand, I don't mind if it had a little bit more meat to its bones, but then I'm afraid that unnecessarily adding stuff to it would leave it being too weighed down and cluttered, so I'm kind of lost on this one. Anyway, from our synopsis in the very first chapter, we are faced with a very interesting concept: the reverse isekai. It's not a neat going to another world after being killed, but rather we have a fantasy being coming into our world. And it's a very interesting concept, and I would very much like to see how much further the author will go with it. Anyway, anyway, one thing that I'm not a big fan of is the introduction of the usual isekai game mechanics power system. But that's simply my opinion. I know that there are others who don't mind such a thing that much, and I'll acknowledge that the story is still ongoing, and I'll wait to see how the author handles them in future. Maybe I can be convinced to enjoy them. And one thing that I'll have to praise the story over is it's a comedy series. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Okay, it has some serious moments, but it doesn't take itself too seriously. And it also has some jokes that really land well. Comedic, some jokes that really land well. Especially when Hero gets to Earth and he's in all of modern stuff like video games. Those were some fun jokes. I was legitimately laughing. And yeah, this is pretty much what I have to say about this book. I know that this review has been rather short, but that's mainly because it's a very short book and I don't really have that much to say about it. But like always, you can go check it out. I have the Discord. You can come there. You can talk to me about what you think about the book. And yeah, this has been Red Chaos 1 signing off.